Hey guys, Jackie, the Idaho Off-Grid Realtor here. Just wanted to show you guys my awesome new high tunnel that I got. We're in the process of putting it together now. You can see it behind me. It's the Haven High Tunnel. I got the classic one from Farmer's Friend. Um, I just wanted to talk to you about high tunnels for a minute because, I'm the Off-Grid Idaho Realtor and you're like, why are you a realtor talking about high tunnels? What's going on here? Well, it's because I got it through a grant. You've probably seen it, especially if you follow off-grid stuff or acreage stuff, anything like that, homesteading, etc. There are a lot of creators that talk about these high tunnel grants, but I will tell you, they don't tell you 100% everything with these grants. I honestly thought it was a scam at first until I looked into it, did my own research, applied for it myself. It's actually a real thing, which is really, really cool. Is you're like, oh, free high tunnel. Heck yeah, I'm going to go for that. If you have land, you're in a colder climate, it'll extend your growing season. We're in a cold climate up here in Valley County, so, it does have a very short growing season. Like in 1923, Spencer says, we have 3 seasons here in Montana: July, August, and winter. Well, that is pretty accurate when it comes to Valley County. We have 3 seasons: July, August, and winter. It isn't like that everywhere here in Idaho, but it does get cold in the winter, even if you're in Boise in the valley, which is another area that I do work in. Um, so the way the High Tunnel Grant goes is you talk to your office, your NRCS office and your USDA office. You apply for the grant, which I did. I did that probably, I want to say, in spring last year, 2024. I was notified that I was accepted for the grant in April this year, 2025. You have to pick out your high tunnel. They do not pick it out for you, but I did research. I found Farmer's Friend was a really, really good one. They do have to be NRCS certified high tunnels, so they were, but they were one of the only companies that I found that you didn't have to pay extra to get metal baseboards instead of wood. They came with the roll-up sides, so these sides will roll up in the summertime, so it's not as hot in here. They had free shipping, which is normally like freight shipping is like $500. So it saved a lot of money just doing that, and they've just been awesome to work with. Anytime I've had missing parts, I call them and they overnight them. I do have one part that I was missing. I found out over the weekend. We were almost done with it. Just had some finishing touches to do. Found out I was missing a part. It was the weekend, so they were closed. I sent them an email anyways through their website. They got back with me this morning as soon as they opened, said, we'll send you your part. It'll be there tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be able to finish this guy. So me and my husband will be finally able to get this and use it, and I'm so excited. So back to the USDA grant. So once you pick out your tunnel and you apply for the grant, you have to send them which tunnel you want. They have a cap. So, this year they were saying the cap was 8,000. That's how much they will pay for the high tunnel. You still have to pay extra if it's any more than that. So we got this 96 footer because it was just under the $8,000. I didn't want to spend like a ton of money out of pocket. I still might have like a little bit out of pocket just because there's some extra stuff. But essentially that's how that works. The caveat though that I wanted to talk about that I didn't see a whole lot of the other creators talking about that posted about these high tunnel grants is that the NRCS office contacted me and said we can do this in one of two ways. One way, go ahead and buy the high tunnel yourself, and then once you get it up, we come out and inspect it. We reimburse you the $8,000 or however much your high tunnel cost. If it was under 8,000, they reimburse you that much, whatever. So that was the plan with that. The second option, they can give you half of it up front. If they give you half of it up front though, then you only have so much time. I think they gave me like 4 months, 3 months, something like that, to purchase the high tunnel. So you have to purchase it within a short period of time once you get the half. So they'll send you that half of the high tunnel, so what, 4,000, something like that. They send that to you up front. Then you have to purchase the high tunnel fairly quickly. So you have to come up with that other half fairly quickly. So if you're going to apply for this, go ahead and save up before you apply. Or if you think you're going to get it, the next year and you'll have that money by then, apply for it and be saving up in the meantime. I didn't know that. I thought, well, it's free, like everybody said, oh, it's the free high tunnel, right? They did not tell me about that. And I don't know if it works differently in other states, but in Idaho, that's the way it works. So they don't have any sort of help either for that other half if you can't come up with that half. And, most people looking for free stuff or whatever, they don't have like a whole lot of spare change that they can throw at, toys like this. So, and obviously this isn't a toy. It's going to help us to, have a longer growing season. And I'm sure a lot of people really would appreciate that. And it's not a toy to us, right? But you know what I mean? It's not like something extra that you can just, throw money at. $4,000 is a lot to throw money at. So, if you don't have that extra laying around and you're not, accounting for it, it is quite a bit of a shock up front. So once you do that, you purchase it with your extra amount that you have out of pocket and their amount that they gave you, you have to put it up. Once you get it put up, you can either hire somebody to put it up or you can put it up yourself. We put this one up ourselves. Then you have to call them back and let them know, hey, I've got my high tunnel put up. They come out, they schedule a time to come out just to make sure that you put it up and that you did it properly. So they'll look at the instructions, they'll look at the dimensions, they'll come out and they'll verify that it's the correct dimensions, it's the correct high tunnel, that you put it up correctly, etc. Once they verified that, they go back to their office. It's the government, so who knows how long it'll take to get your money back, but they will give you your money back for it and it'll be in your account. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We finally put it up. We're just putting the finishing touches on. We still have to put a door up on both sides and then finish that side, but I've preemptively called them. They're coming out next Tuesday to take a look at it. And then we'll get the other half of our money back. So it is a free high tunnel, but there's some caveats. So just something to keep in mind. But if you have your own piece of land, you're looking to, extend your growing season, maybe you're off grid like we are. Maybe it's your dream to grow, food and you want like something like this to help protect your investment. It's a really good option. It's great that there's so many cool things free out there. A lot of people don't know about it. I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of some of the pitfalls, which are not super bad pitfalls, but if you're not expecting them, they can be. So, just keep that in mind if you're going to apply for one of these things. And if you want to learn more, feel free to DM me or contact me through my socials or through my website. I'm happy to help in any way I can and answer any questions that you might have about something like this. Yes, I'm a realtor, but I do more than just real estate. I want to help everybody out with, something that they're doing on their land or, different things to make their property more their own. So, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.